Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. So today I'm actually filming an updated makeup collection. Tons of you have been asking for this and I kind of just thought, well, the last one I filmed was in October and it's now March. So I've had like my birthday in between, I've had Christmas, I've obviously like got rid of makeup, I've got new makeup, I bought some. So I kind of just thought I'd film like an updated one to show you what makeup I have right now. So if you want to see my updated makeup collection, then keep on watching. This is the overview of my desk. Obviously it's from IKEA. It's 2 of the 5 Alex drawers and then we just got like a table kind of thing to go on top of it. And then the chair, I'm not too sure where it's from. If I can find the website, I'll leave it in the description below. But yeah, I'm just going to show you what's on my desk. So all of my brushes are from various different places, but in here I keep like all of the small detail brushes and like eye brushes and everything like that. And then here's like all of my eyeshadow brushes and for more like blending eyeshadow. And then we've got the face brushes that I use on a daily basis, which are all in this pot here. Then we've got the peaches and cream, and I kind of just like all keep them in their own separate pot. I don't really know why. And then we've got these brushes over here, which I literally never use, but they're just kind of there in case I need them, you know. And then same with this pot, like I don't use these two, I mainly use like these 4. And then we've actually got a Colourpop brush collection as well, and then it actually just says but first makeup. And then this is like a little sign that my mum got me for Christmas, and I just find it super cute because it's got my Instagram on there and it's got my YouTube. It's from an Etsy brand as well, so if any of you want it, I'll leave it in the link in the description below. And then here I've got 2 mirrors. This one's from IKEA and then this one's from Easehold, which is literally my favourite mirror. Then we've got my ring light, which is the newer 18-inch ring light from Amazon. Honestly, I couldn't recommend a better ring light to anyone, and again I will leave it in the description below, so if you want to check out the exact ring light that I've got, then I will leave it for you to go buy if you want to get it. And then this stand I got, which if you type in like desk stand, I'm pretty sure it will come up. And then obviously I've got my drink, which I just keep in the Starbucks cup, and then I've got a coaster. I then got my skincare fridge here, which has just got all of my skincare bits and everything in it. If you want to see my skincare collection, you can actually go check it out on my page. I've kind of like recently uploaded one, I guess. And then I've got this little octopus here, which I got the other day. Oh my god, I love it. It's so cute. And then we've got some plants from IKEA. Obviously they're fake plants. And I've got my Alexa back here and then some LED light remotes. This mirror here is, I actually kind of made it myself. So basically like, this was just like a normal brown mirror and then we painted it white. We've got like the light bulbs from Amazon, I think, and then you just kind of like hook it over yourself. So in the first drawer here, this is where I keep like all of my foundations, my concealers, my primers and my setting sprays, as they're like the first step really to like all of the makeup looks, so I just find it handy to have it in the top drawer. I'm going to start off with showing you my foundations first, and the foundations that I have here at the front are kind of like the ones that I use regularly, I guess, because obviously most of the time I have actually got fake tan on, so these match my tan, rather than the ones at the back are like when I'm pale and when I haven't actually got any fake tan on. So starting off, I have the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I then have the L'Oreal Infallible. I have the Catrice on, which this is literally so good, like I'm not even joking, it's the best foundation you will ever get. I definitely recommend that to literally anyone. It's super affordable too. Then I have the Casa Beauty one. I have the Milani. I have a Flormar one, a Rimmel, another Flormar, an MUA, a Revolution Conceal and Define. I have this O2O one, which I haven't actually used before. And then I have this Flormar foundation stick. And then I have the Maybelline Superstay, which this used to be one of my favourite foundations. It's so good. And then I have the Florence by Mills Skin Tint. I have 3 of the XX Revolution ones. I then have a Wet n Wild foundation, a Moonshot foundation, which I believe this is from like an Instagram brand, I'm pretty sure. And then I have the Revlon Candid foundation as well. So yeah, I kind of just like keep all of like my paler foundations at the back, as I tend to reach for them less, because half the time I have actually got fake tan on, which, ignore my hands, I know they're really orange. Right, so over here I have all of my concealers, and I have 2 of the Quabest ones, which these are actually so good for when I got fake tan, and like I use these actually every single day for school. And again, they're an Instagram brand. And then I have the Essence one, and then I have the LA Girl one. This is really good for carving out your eyebrows. Then I have the Flormar, I have the Primark, the Revlon Candid, Maybelline Fit Me, which is literally my favourite concealer, like you can't go wrong with it. Then I have the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, I have the NARS, I have 3 of the Florence by Mills one, and then 3 of the XX Revolution ones. And the Florence by Mills ones like are really good for like natural makeup. In the summer, like, you don't want too much makeup on, you're just like wearing them and it's super natural. Like, oh my god, I'm not joking, your skin will literally be glowing. Okay, so over here, starting off, I have the NYX Honeydew Me Up primer. This is so good. I actually recently got it, so like, it doesn't really look like I've used it that much, but it's actually really good. Then I have the Illamasqua primer. This smells amazing. Then I have the e.l.f. Poreless Putty primer. Again, I kind of keep like the primers that I use the most at the front, so like them 3 are the ones that I use the most and like tend to reach for the most. And then I have the Milk Hydro Grip primer. I actually got this ages ago and it looks like I literally haven't used any of it, but it's basically because I go to use it and then I'm like, but it's so good, so I want to save it for like when I'm actually going to be going out in it rather than like a makeup video at my house, you know what I mean? And then the rest of the primers like over this side, like there's more setting sprays. So I've actually got the I Heart Revolution Unicorn Serum. I've then got the Benefit Professional. This is literally so good. Like, I heard so many bad reviews on this, so I was like, oh my god, it's going to be awful. And then I tried it, and I'm not even joking, it's literally one of my favourite primers. So definitely recommend it to anyone. And then I have another Benefit Professional, but this is the Pearl one. And again, that one is really good. And then I have the Eveline Cosmetics Magic Skin CC Moisturising Cream. I haven't actually used this before, so I definitely will try that and give it a go. Then I have the Primark Glow. This I've had for the longest time. I have the Quebest one. That's like a proper OG one. Like, I haven't used it in so long. Then I have the Maybelline Baby Skin. I've got the MUA Pro Base, which, if you guys know me, I used to use that all the time. I actually haven't used it in the longest time. And then I have the MUA Cosmetics Pro Base Banana Blair one. Again, that is so good. I've got the Primark Glow Iridescent one. I've got the XX Revolution Primer. I've actually got a sample of the Too Faced Hangover Primer as well when I got the foundation. And I've got the Flormar Radiance Glow Highlighter. And then back here, we've got like all of my setting sprays. So I've actually got the Benefit Professional Super Setter. Then I've got the Revolution Glow Mist. I've got the Morphe Setting Spray, which this, I'm not even joking, it's so good. And it's like a proper fine mist as well. It's the best. Then I've got the I Heart Revolution one. I've got the Maven Beauty Rosewater Setting Spray. And then finally I've got the XX Revolution Face Fix Setting Spray. And then back here I kind of just have like a colour corrector palette, which I don't really tend to reach for, but I just kind of put it at the back like with all of like my base stuff. So like in case I just feel like using it, you know. So that's like everything in this drawer. Obviously now I need to put all of my primers back because I literally just took them all out. But then I will go on to the next drawer. So this drawer in here is like proper jam-packed. Like, I fully just can't fit anything else in here. This is where I keep like all of my powders, my blushes, my contours, bronzers, highlights, and then all of like the palettes that include them things in it as well. So I kind of like have my powders, then my blushes, then bronzers, then highlights, and then palettes like are right at the back, and then some powders as well. As like, I don't really tend to reach for the palettes, so I kind of reach for like the more singular products first, if that makes sense. So first I've got 2 of the I Heart Revolution Peach powders. These are the loose powders, and these are the best loose powders. Like, I genuinely just use them all the time. I then have the Collection Lasting Perfection loose powder. I have the Primark one, the Milani one. I have a Castle Beauty one, which is like a translucent baking powder, which I don't really tend to go for that much, as like they're white, so it's a bit risky with like flashback and stuff. Then I have this Cream Shop Green Colour Corrector. Then I have this Moonshot. It's kind of like a liquid foundation kind of thing. I don't really know what it is. Over here I have the Brilliance Cream Highlighter and then the Brilliance Cream Blush. Starting off over here I have the Benefit California Blush. I have the NARS one. I have a Colourpop. These 2 are the Colourpop Guardian collection. These are the Colourpop Mulan collection. Then I've got the Colourpop Love Story, the Colourpop Juice Bar, the Colourpop Animal Crossing, the Colourpop Hello Kitty. Honestly, Colourpop blushes are genuinely the best. Like, if anyone asks me what my favourite blushes are, it's literally any of them from Colourpop. They're literally the perfect colour. And then I have another one of the big California blushes. I have the Essence Blush Lighter. And then I have the XX Revolution one, which this is actually so pretty. Like, look at that. And then I have another Revolution blush. I've got the Folklore Sunkissed one, which that used to be like the one that I use all the time, and then ever since I've had like all of these blushes, like I use these more than I do that now. And then I have the Flormar one, which is more like a peachy tone. And then here I've got the Milani blush. This is so pretty, like it's genuinely one of my favourite blushes. Then I've got the My Beauty brand blush as well. And then over here I've got like my bronzers, and my highlighters are kind of like kind of like all scattered around a little bit. So I've got the NARS one, Physicians Formula, which this is my go-to. It's literally the best. Like, I can't stress enough how good that is. And then I have the Aesthetica bronzer. I have the Hoola Benefit one. I have a Colourpop bronzer. I have the Catrice one. I've got a Flormar one here, which is kind of like a highlighter and a bronzer. It's kind of like a mix of both. And then my highlighter here, I've got the Stila one, I've got the Laura Geller one, I've got Unicorn Cosmetics, I've got a Folklore Glow one, which I used to use that all the time as well. And then I've got a My Beauty brand one, and here I've got the I Heart Revolution one, which is super cool packaging. And then I've got a Pudding and Pie one, I've got 2 of the Colourpop, and then here are 2 Colourpop blushes as well, and there's also a Colourpop highlighter here. And then here I've got the XX Revolution Trio and the Makeup Revolution Patricia Bright Collection Trio. And then I've got the Ted Baker Liquid Blush. I've got the Maddie Ziegler X Morphe Dew Bomb Stick, and this is so good. Like, I bought this in Manchester, and it literally leaves like such a natural glow on your skin, and I genuinely can't wait to use this in summer. Like, in summer, my skin is going to be literally glowing. And then I've got the Flormar Contour Stick, I've got the Flormar Highlighter Stick, and then here I've got the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, but I've got it in like my contour shade, so I can do cream contour when I feel like it, you know. Then I've got a Kiko powder, I've then got an Ofra powder as well. So then at the back bit here I have like my bronzers, so I've got the Saint Tropez one, I've got the MEO Makeup Academy and the Flormar, and these are kind of just like body bronzers or like face bronzers, which are kind of like at the back that I don't really tend to reach for as much. And then back here I have like the palettes, which have like blush, highlight, contour, everything like that in. So first I've got the Carter Beauty one, and then I've got the Sigma Sculpt Highlight and Contour palette, which is super pretty. And then I've got this Imagination palette, which when I actually met her in Birmingham, I think it was like 2019 now, I actually met her and then I got her to sign this for me, and such a pretty palette. And then I've got the Living My Best Light Beauty Bay one, which I tend to use this shade the most because the rest are like too dark for my skin tone. And then I've got the iMagic Professional Contour palette, which if you know me, that used to be like my OG one. Obviously I'm not going to show you like every single lash in detail, I'm just going to kind of tell you where I got them from, I guess. So all of these are from Unicorn Cosmetics, and then these are from Primer Lashes, and these are actually Jack's collection as well, Makeup by Jack. And then I've got Tassie lashes, I've got Pound lashes, I've got Mr. LA lashes, these are Colourpop, I then have Effie lashes, Peaches and Cream, Luby Lash. These are Hannah lashes, these are from Cotton Candy lashes. This is from Glitz and Glamour lashes, I think. I'm not too sure. If it's not, then I'll put like the name of what it is on the screen. And I've got 4 Ryan lashes and then 4 Ardell lashes. And then further back here, I've got my eyeshadow bases. So I've got the Be Perfect one, and then I've got 2 of the P. Louise ones, because these are literally the best. I'm not joking. These are genuinely the best bases ever. Like, they just make your eyeshadow stay on so well. And then I have scissors and these lash scissors as well to cut down my lashes. And then I actually have so many eyelash curlers. I think I have like 6 eyelash curlers, but the only one I use is this blue one. Like, I don't really know why. It's been my favourite one that I've used for so long. These are from various different places. Like, some are from Primer Lashes, some are from Primark. And then we have like lash applicators and tweezers and everything like that. So these are from Real Techniques. This one's from Primer Lashes. Then we've got Unicorn Cosmetics. And then I'm not too sure where these 2 are from, but I tend to use tweezers more than eyelash applicators, as I just find it kind of just puts on my lashes a bit better, you know. And then I've got these individual lashes from Primark. I've got a set of Ardell ones back here, which these are like super natural and I can't wait to use them. I was going to wear them to school, but then I've never actually got around to it yet. And then I've got individual primer lashes. I've got these ones from Balian Beauty. I'm not really too sure how you say that. Then I've got these ones from Shein, which I actually got last summer. And then I've got the Eyelaw Lash Individuals, which I've been meaning to do individual eyelashes for so long now, but I just haven't got around to it because every single time I go to do it, I then just have to take them off again to film. And it's kind of just all a bit manic. Like, I'd rather just wait until summer, and then when I don't have to film every single day, I'll actually be able to wear them, you know. So then over here I have like my eyelash glue. So I've got Duo Lash Glue, I've then got Primer Lashes, and then another duo one, and then all of these down here are actually duo lash glues, and then I've got the Cotton Candy Lashes one. But duo lash glue is actually my favourite. You can never get enough of it, and it's so good, like especially the green one. The green one is my favourite. Like I don't really tend to go for these ones in a tube. I don't really know why. I like these ones more. Like I prefer them ones more. So then in this drawer here I have like all of my lip products, I have my lip liners, and then at the back here is where I keep like my mascaras. I've got all of my eyebrow products, and then I think there's more lip stuff back there, and then I've got my Soul Beauty things, and then just like a highlighter. So obviously again I'm not going to show you the lip stuff in details, I'd literally go for ages, but I've got various lip glosses from Colourpop, I've got the Too Faced Lip Injection, Florence by Mills Lip Oil, I've got Makeup Revolution lipsticks, I've got NARS lipsticks, NYX lip glosses, I've got Morphe lip glosses, Fenty lip glosses, literally from pretty much everywhere. And the same with lip liners, I've got them from like Kiko, NARS, Peaches and Cream, like they're the main places I'd say. I'll show you all of my mascaras in detail. So I've got the Maybelline Lash Sensation, I've got the Laura Geller, the Florence by Mills, I've got another L'Oreal Mega Volume one, I've got a Casa Beauty Benefit Roller Lash. This is actually the best, like I'm not joking, it's so good. I've got the NARS Climax, I then have the Revolution 5D Lash, the Catrice Iconista, the Flormar one, another of the L'Oreal Baby Girl one, and then I've got the Sigma one. I actually forgot I had this, I've just realised I've still got this. Aiko one, I'm not sure what brand this is, but I've kind of just, I don't really know, I haven't even used this. And then I've got the O2O mascara, and then I've got the Aura one, and then I've got this one from Trestique. I'm not really too sure how you say it, but I actually got it in a BoxyCharm. And yeah, it seems like a pretty good mascara. And then in here I've kind of just got like my eyeliners or like glitter liners. So I've got the Collection glitter liner, this Collection glitter liner. I've got this glittery mascara, which I haven't actually used before. And then got the Soap and Glory Super Cat. I've got the Flormar. And then I've got this one again, which is the same one as the mascara. I'm not too sure where I got it from. And then the Aiko one. This is actually the best eyeliner ever. And then I've got the mini Benefit They're Real tinted primer for your eyelashes. I honestly had that for ages. It's like one of them things that you get in a set for Christmas that you kind of just have them for so long and you just never really get around to using them. So in this drawer down here I have all of like my eyeshadow palettes and everything, which this drawer is genuinely stuffed. Like I can't fit anything else in this drawer. But starting off we have the Be Perfect Stacey Marie Carnival palette. Again, this is literally a must have, like it's the best palette. Basically I had to take my mirror out because I was leaning on the palette, right? I had my elbow on top of the palette, and then I think I just pressed a bit too hard and then it actually smashed, and then I didn't want to like risk it going into any of the shades, so I just ripped it out. And then we've got the Be Perfect Carnival Free Love Tahiti palette. Again, this is actually one of the best palettes ever. Definitely one of my faves. And then I've got the Morphe James Charles palette. I've got the Colourpop Stone Cold Fox palette, which this is like neutral shades, which is super cool. I've got the Colourpop Wild Child. I've got the Colourpop of Melrose. Again, this is like a really pretty palette. I've then got the Folklore Crystal, the Dito Cosmetics Brick Fun one, Dito Cosmetics Neon palette. I've got the Unicorn Cosmetics Totemic palette, I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. The Folklore Endless Possibilities. I've got the Natasha Denona palette, which is actually one of the really good palettes, like I genuinely love that palette. I've then got this palette from Colourpop. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that because I know I'm just going to get it wrong and I'll make a fool of myself. And I've got the All For A Sight one by Colourpop. I've got the Hocus Pocus Colourpop. I've got the Sandstone Colourpop. Then I've got the Garden Variety one from Colourpop, which again, that's a super pretty palette. I then got this one from Makeup Obsession, and I've also got a Casa Beauty palette. Then there's the Catrice one, which I haven't actually used this yet. I've got the iMagic, which I used to use this all the time, like genuinely I used to use this so much. It's one of my favourite palettes. I then got the first ever palette that I got from Colourpop, which is the Mulan one. Then there's the Essentials palette from Sigma. I've got the Hip Dot one, which I actually got in a BoxyCharm, and it's actually got such nice shades in there. And then this Revolution Pro one, which I will genuinely never get rid of this palette, just because this was like one of the first ever palettes that I ever had, and I kind of just want to keep it because it's kind of like memories. Like even though I don't use it anymore, it's kind of just like nice to have it for the memories, because I remember I started my makeup account with literally only using this palette, And to think how many palettes I actually have now. Like, I literally never think of that in a million years. And then got these 3 palettes from Dito Cosmetics too. I got the Shane Dawson Conspiracy palette. I've got the Heavenly Cosmetics Izzy's palette, and this is actually so pretty. I've then got a Ciate London one. I've got the Colourpop Coral Coast one, the Colourpop Wine and Only. I've got this Hello Kitty one. I've got the Milani one, which this is actually, I'm pretty sure it's smashed, but the shades in here are so pigmented and really good. I then got this palette from XX Revolution. I've got the Caliente Artist Couture, which I think I got in a BoxyCharm, but this is actually so pretty. And I've got 3 of these Sigma palettes. I've got the Warm Neutrals, which love it. Then got the Sigma Enchanted and this one from Sigma, which I don't think I've used the bottom one yet. And then right at the back here are the palettes that like I haven't really reached for in a while, and I can't really remember the palettes that I do actually have at the back. I've got this XX Revolution one, and it's all like got purple shades in it. I've then got the Morphe 35B. I've got the Pudere one, which I don't really use too much. I've got the Revolution X Rachel Leary. I've got the Friends Revolution palette. I then got another Friends Revolution palette, which these are just like the taxi one. And then this is the Lobster one. Here are the 3 Friends ones. So I've got the Phoebe, the Rachel and the Monica. And then back here we've got 3 of the Saffron Barker palettes, which I never really tend to reach for these anymore. Like, I used to use them so much, but I don't really use them anymore. And then I've got the Unleashia palettes. Underneath my desk, I actually had this eyeshadow palette collection, which I actually got recently gifted to me in a Sigma package. And I'm super grateful because these palettes are literally stunning in here. And this packaging as well. Like, let's take a minute to talk about the packaging. But yeah, in each one of these, you've actually got a palette. So let me just open it all and then I'll be able to show you like each of the palettes individually. So in here we've got the Spicy eyeshadow. Here we've got the Ivy one, which is more like green. We've got the Rosy one, the Ritzy one, the Fiery one, which I did actually use the other day. They're so pigmented and literally the best. And then we've got the Hazy one. And just look at the packaging. Like, I'm genuinely just obsessed and I didn't want to chuck it away. So since I have no room in my palette drawer, I kind of just thought I'd keep it in this packaging and just put it under my desk because it's just kind of cute, you know. So then over here in my wardrobe, I actually have one more drawer of stuff because I couldn't fit it in the other 5 because obviously the other side of my Alex drawers is skincare and I literally have no space to put anything. I have these drawers in my wardrobe, so I just moved the stuff that I couldn't fit in the other drawers in here, as it kind of like gave me more space to fit everything. So in here I kind of just have some Colourpop palettes that I've recently got in their collections, which I don't have space for in like my palette drawer. And in here is mainly like Colourpop chunky glitters and like tons and tons of chunky glitters all in there, and then just like their loose shadows, like their loose eyeshadows. And then I've got 2 of the P. Louise bases and the blank canvas back here, which these are so good. And then in here I have all of my liners. So I have like the Colourpop coloured liners, I have white liners, black liners, literally everything. And then back here is like face paints, gems, mirrors. I've got brushes, and then I've actually got sellotape for like if I need it to do like any eye looks or anything like that. In here is just like all of my glitters and like neon liners, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, neon liners and glitters in here. So yeah, that's pretty much this drawer. But yeah, this is like the stuff that I just kind of keep in here, and like when I don't have space I just put it in here. So that's the end of the video. I really hope you all enjoyed it, and I guess you kind of got to see like some makeup that I've been loving at the minute and like all of the makeup that I do have. Obviously I am super grateful for like all of it that I have. I would never have had as much of it if I didn't have my makeup account. But obviously because I've got my makeup account, I do need to have like relatively a lot of makeup because I can't just use the same product in every single video. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Please make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next week for another video. Bye.